Welcome to Australia's #1 racing show, The Leg Up Australia. I'm Sam Wood, and we have a monster show to get through today. Brought to you, as always, by the Leg Up members only. And the boys, they're back off a bit of a humbling week from the $100 strategy. Patrick joins us on Zoom. How good was ingratiating last week?
Ingratiating? No good, mate. No good. I needed it for a big result. But
you were getting praised over Coastwatch, and
do you know what? That's how fickle the racing game is. It all started out with a bang, and then it finished with a bang as well. Whereas, it could have been a lot better. The bang was down to 0 though. But it's good to see both of you back.
We're back.
We were trying to take it in turns because we couldn't handle you, but it is good to have you back. Returning to the show is our very own TikTok sensation, Blake Johnston. You have, do we use the word viral on TikTok? What's going on?
TikTok's going good.
So what happened? You put a tip out on.
Yeah, I've been putting a couple of tips on TikTok, and we've just been going real good. I tipped a winner a couple of days ago. I tipped him upside. One on Monday or Tuesday at $16, and that got 12.5K views, and it's just been spiraling up ever since.
He's had about 4,000 followers in 3 days, and he's got a video that's at 100,000 views.
Yeah, 100,000 views. Last video was posted, so we're going viral on TikTok.
Yeah, and all we talk about now is TikTok, and it's doing my head in.
At the Leg Up Oz. Tell them about your dad. He's
literally, as I was getting out of the car to get to Blake's house, my dad wrote,
Blake is a TikTok sensation or something like that.
Just saw Blake on TikTok. He was good, and then sent me a bet slip.
Well, your dad's on TikTok as well.
I don't know why he would be on TikTok. He's doing those dances.
At the Leg Up Oz, if you want to follow us, punters.
If you want to.
Pat, is your TV cabinet really tall, or are you just really short?
We went through this last week, so you obviously didn't listen to the show. I was going to ask, what did you think of last week's show?
Oh, I was busy last week. Otherwise, I would have been on the podcast.
Did you listen to last week's show?
Yeah, but you don't listen to the podcast when you're on the podcast. What about like the 7 days since or 6 days since?
Been busy.
Busy. Yeah, busy. We have actually had some feedback. I've got some reviews here. A few plaudits. Stunning, 5 stars. That's nice. Career best performances. The Leg Up has peaked in regards to its own standards and has risen the bar for the entire racing podcast community.
That's good.
Wow. That's just off last week.
Elise Wood.
Yeah, thanks, babe.
Are we going to send any of these guys tell you back because we just ordered some gear?
Yeah, we did order some gear. Look, I have to be honest with you, Blake. Those ones are fake.
Oh. I wouldn't be surprised.
Actually, I actually have a few reviews to go through. Do you mind if I do that now? Or do you want to do it later?
No, we can do it now.
Pat, you're going to love this. You are going to love this.
It would have took half the time for Blake to listen to the podcast last week because he would have just fast forwarded the times when I was speaking.
Yeah, we went through it last week that you don't listen to Pat.
No, usually I have to speak after Pat.
He was quick to defend that. He goes, oh, yeah, sort of.
Who's talking, Sam?
I'm going to listen to you this week, Pat.
Oh, my God.
Intently.
Blake doesn't even have his headphones plugged in, so he can't hear you at all. Stop mucking around with it. Hold on. We actually have got, I looked at it today, so.
Why do you put a coaster over my head on the screen?
Yeah. So these guys are legends. About 3 months ago, I wanted to give up the punt until I stumbled across this podcast. And now can't wait for every episode to be released.
Legend? Who was that?
This is Cooper's Pale Ale. We
know that
the
guy.
Other day.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a really good dude. He's in members and all that stuff.
Cooper's Pale Ale. His name's Cooper. Love Cooper's.
Yeah, I think it's just his first name and he's gone with something after.
Or his parents might have loved it.
I don't think his last name's Pale Ale.
He could have been Cooper's XPA because they've just brought that out as well.
Yeah. Could have been Sparkling Ale. Should we go through the range? Great racing, but a must listen for anyone looking to get their racing fix with some banter and fun for good measure. As someone who has been a punting tragic for a couple of decades, the boys podcast, the highlight of the week. I got 2 more to read, but the last one you'll like, Pat. A sensational. See, this is what he's doing. He's on Twitter. He doesn't even listen to his own podcast. A sensational podcast which has been taken to the top echelon of racing tips with the addition of BJ. You can follow these lads with plenty of confidence and see a bank count rise, unless it's a rollover bet from Zaki.
It's good.
So thank you.
It's good. It's very true.
Kenny.
Play the slipper in, Kenny.
This one is my favourite, and it's something that I forgot about, Pat, but you'll remember quickly. I have never, best podcast ever. These are all 5 stars, of course. I've never listened to a better podcast than this. Absolutely gold. Woodhead, legend. Blake, legend. Pat, he's the best of them all. Daryl Broman. Do you remember?
I remember running into Daryl Broman. Oh, that was Daryl Broman.
You got on Daryl Broman's phone.
Oh, I did too.
So when we had our end of year, like when we had our end of year punters club party in Sydney, we'll pub crawling through the rocks and ran into Daryl Broman.
Was that actually Daryl Broman?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
no.
Let me tell you a story. I was walking up the stairs to go to the toilet, and he nearly fell down the stairs. Like,
and you called the big man, did you?
He landed on my shoulder, mate. I don't know if you know, Fortunes of War have got the steepest set of stairs up to the toilets.
Yeah.
And he sort of lost his grip and ended up sort of pushing me towards down the stairs. He goes, "Oh, sorry about that, big man." Turn around, it's a bloody big man.
Yeah, it was. They were with Benny Elias and all that. They hated us.
Oh, and he didn't know what a podcast was, and we were driving him mad. And then he just gave us that rating.
Yeah, well, he gave you his phone.
Gave me his phone to give us that rating.
I totally forgot. By that time of the day, I think we were hammering espresso martinis by about 11:30 in the morning. So
that is the actual big man, though.
Yeah, so that is Daryl Broman, but it's a review by Pat.
Okay.
I forgot that happened. Like that was.
I remembered that happened. I thought he must have deleted it. I thought he might have been.
No, he's on there.
Taking the piss that he did.
How many reviews do we have now?
191 or something. Get us to 200. The 200th review will do a Booze Bud voucher and a merch pack.
Yeah, sounds good.
If you're 200, okay.
We'll give them each of the 3 shirts we're ordering, and
you get a full pack, 2 hats,
and each of the hats.
Wait till you see the merch. We're gonna do little combo packs. It's so good.
We might send the big man out something. Send me your address.
What's the biggest size you
got? They only have 3XL, I think.
Perfect.
So you're nearly the biggest.
No, Pat's bigger than me. Yeah,
you're
Pat's bigger
2.
than me.
What's he?
Pat's
3. No, he said 2.
Oh, did he?
No, that's to get my head in the hole.
Oh, they can cut the hole. We've made your shirts so the hole at the bottom is the same size as the hole at the top. So it's basically like a toilet roll with 2 sleeves. BJ, is there anything we've missed this week? We didn't go through anything last week. Is there anything we've missed from the week?
Yeah, there is actually. The track apparently didn't play real well at Caulfield on Saturday, and Big Peter Moody was not having it at all. He put out a tweet. Great to see benchmark 70 horses winning group races at Caulfield today. Good job watering the track on race day. The best on-speed, on-fence track in the land, rooted from overwatering to help expensive imports.
Rooted.
I don't think he was talking about the greenery when he said rooted.
Yeah. How good seeing a tweet from a big name using the word
not
rooted.
happy.
He's not happy.
Mate,
you're like the Peter Moody of our show.
Yeah, P Moods and I would get along great. Do you know what? They're closing down Caulfield for 6 months, and I say just leave it closed.
Don't reopen.
What a waste of time. He was saying it in
like
reference.
Eagle Farm should have done.
Yeah. Do you know what? Send that old Eagle Farm track down and they can get a new track. But what he's in reference to is Marine One beating Oxley Road, his horse. Marine One is a benchmark 70 horse. The overwatering of the track obviously had it playing very strange on the weekend. And I don't know. I'm happy to get away from Caulfield. I heard they're sending their races to Sandown now.
Oh, is that what happened? No, I don't think that's.
Is it closed from now on? They've got the Blue Diamond coming up.
No,
6 months.
They do the Blue Diamond there first.
They'll do the Blue Diamond.
Might be just after, then 6 months.
Yeah.
I thought they're sending a really big race to Sandown, which I was quite
Well,
surprised.
there'd be a fair few that would go over there now if it's closed for 6 months.
Yeah, 100%. We've got Autumn Carnival coming up, so it's all happening.
I don't know. Why don't they just transfer it all to Flemington?
Money?
Yeah, but I guess they took that final meeting off Sandown at the end of the carnival. So maybe this might be the where they make up for it.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense, I suppose. That makes sense. It'll be interesting.
But yeah, bloody indoor moods. I love it.
Yeah, I like that. Moody, I think I've said it before. Whenever you see Moody at Magic Millions, you can tell he's had a big night.
Oh, mate. And do you know what? He doesn't mind giving a bit of his hoss.
Does he? Really?
Yeah, mate. Look, he's a bushy.
He's a Queenslander.
Yeah, he's a proper bushy.
Yeah, like me.
Not those fake bushies we were talking about.
Who is the fake bushies? Oh, your dad. Your dad who wants you to help out Pikey because they're both bushies. Your dad's lived in Hong Kong or Macau for the last 35 years.
Where did your old man grow up, Pat?
Cairns.
That's not even bush.
Oh, it was back in the old.
There's bush areas of Cairns.
Back in the old days, it was.
Yeah, it's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, you're not still a bush. I'm not a bushy, and I had a few formative years in the bush, but I don't.
Yeah, you used to walk around chewing that piece of straw most places.
One of the good stories. Do you remember when we went up to Mum's farm in Mudgee and we went with Luke Hilton, who when we're on the farm, always like, okay, mate, chuck your boots on, snakes around, blah, blah. And Hildo laughed at me because he thought
he's Kiara. I'm a kid from Kiara.
Kid from Kiara. He knows what's going on. Anyway, he's standing up by like the fence to the house yard on the phone because it's the only place he gets no shoes, and he gets a green ant bite that puts him out for the night.
I had to call the poison.
We called poison hotline. They're like, oh no, please just reserve this phone number for real emergencies. So a green ant bite had him on his back. I hope all these like bushmates and his racing friends are listening to that and going, oh.
Yeah, the lady on the poison hotline was like, let him die.
Let him go. Green ants.
Green ant. Be careful, obviously. Wear shoes because that's the right thing to do. But God,
you're not a bushy. Hildo.
It's only a green ant too, Hildo.
So we put a few members' questions out this week. We asked them for basically the peach from the weekend, so the peach ride of the weekend plus obviously the slaughter of the weekend.
I actually stuffed that up. I asked for the ride and the peach.
I was wondering why no one was negative and pulled out a slaughter. Have you got a slaughter from the weekend, Paddy?
It was great. One person hated peaches, so they
that song that the presidents of the United States did.
The slaughter of the weekend was whoever watered the Caulfield track to make it.
Oh, they've been slaughtered, mate.
To make it what it ended up.
Well, you really don't have a ride. Like you always have one kind of.
I'll give you the slaughter. It was William Pike in his first ride at Wyong. It was a real welcome to Wyong.
Oh, was it?
It was.
Are you reading this out, or have you got one?
No. He really got nearly put through the fence on his first ride at Wyong.
Far out.
Tried to go for a run and just chopped out.
Not how it works around here. William Pike.
And who
when you message
who
Pikey,
didn't let him through?
What do you call him?
What do I call him?
Digger.
William Pike.
Pat messaged him this week and wrote, "Hi, William Pike, it's Pat." And then I was laughing at it and then I said, when you asked for his phone number, I went through and it came up the message and I'd written, "Hi, William Pike."
You got to watch what you call Pikey, because I called him Pikey on Facebook and the post got removed.
Oh, it was hate speech. Hate speech. Pikey. Actually, we just got hate speech in tips and slips actually from a moderator, which we had to sort out last night.
Moderator.
Yeah, one of the blokes. He's having a little break.
He's having a whinge.
He used a word that I didn't think was a bad word, but apparently it's a bad word. So
what word is it?
Not saying it because it's
Pikey.
borderline. It's not Pike. But yeah. So can you give us some answers from the members? You got a couple there?
No, I'll give you one.
Okay.
Justin Ruhle, he went out of his way here.
So firstly, before Justin Ruhle, he gives us a lot of feedback on the potty.
Yeah, he even gave us the slaughter without me even asking it. So
hates peaches.
Mark Zara on Tofane. On a day where leading was close enough to poison Caulfield Track as the slaughter of the day, he took the initiative to lead on a mare with no first up form and give her a gorgeous run with plenty of more fancied chances, getting better runs in transit and giving them no hope to catch her to score another Group 1 and make it an easy watch for those who found her on top.
He's good. He's a good man, Justin.
He's a good bloke.
Can we?
Brilliant.
Can you write him down? We've got to get him merch out there when that new stuff comes.
Definitely. We got him on later in the show too.
I guess he's doing our $100 strategy. So if you want to be involved with any of this stuff, it's through our members only. We put a bit of stuff on Twitter as well, which you can catch. But $100 strategy,
TikTok too.
That's right. Well, how long is it? What I reckon less than 4 weeks until we see a dance on there from VJ.
I think we're going to have 1 million followers in 4 weeks.
Oh.
How many follows you up to?
4.5 or 5,000.
4135.
Okay, just so put that in 4135. So 4,000. Put into context, we had
4174.
we had
just went up in that 2 seconds.
to put into context, on Monday we had
130 odd.
130.
Oh, wow.
And it's Thursday. We've gone 1,000 a day.
Yeah, so 30 days.
Told you
TikTok's
that, for years
If
I've
this
said,
horse
Blake,
wins at Goldman today,
for years I've told you to do your tips in
you
a
have
bikini.
not. Oh, you have. Yeah.
That's what gets the TikTok viewers firing. Every time I've gone onto TikTok, it's not even mild pornography. It's full on.
Well, you're on the wrong TikTok.
Come on, dads. What do you mean? Is that what do you mean? You opened yours before and there was a bird in a
It's
bikini.
the wrong app. No, most of the things that I get on my homepage are
So
like
do you want to just a quick
funny.
background on
Like this gentleman here.
Let me tell you a quick background on TikTok. So it's a Chinese, obviously, government-funded app, and it is in China. It is there to promote, like kids doing Rubik's cubes fast and things like that. So it's there to promote and enhance the younger generation for them to strive more. And because it couldn't be controlled, this is a Joe Rogan podcast thing, by the way, but because it couldn't be controlled by the American, government or whoever needs to control it over in America, like at least have a say like they do with Facebook or Meta. They've just promoted junk. So they've kind of figured out the algorithm so that when you do open your TikTok, the first thing that comes on your TikTok is, a big set of boobs or dancing or something like that. So it's so they've had some sort of control over it. So there's not people watching,
I think actually
Sorry,
TikTok
I
used to be
have-
called something else.
I actually have no idea what you just said then.
TikTok.
Algorithm, something, boobs. What's
I don't know any of those things.
What's going on?
You're a liar. You know one of those things.
All I remembered was you're on your dad's TikTok looking at boobs.
Your turn, Dad.
Where is this show going?
Okay, are we just doing the one race today?
Yeah.
Oh, let's just
The
do
Group
it.
1 Lightning Stakes.
We are.
It's
Well,
a cracking race. by
It
the way.
is. It
Oh,
is.
absolutely.
Caviar.
There's
Lightning Stakes.
so Group 1, 1,000 meters, $1 million prize money. I think we're going to have a good 4 track there at Flemington. Race 7, the Black Caviar Lightning Stakes, Group 1. Nature Strip 280, Eduardo 430, Home Affairs at 650. These are best prices. I don't know what bookies they're with currently. You've got Masked Crusader and Profiteer at 950, G-Tra at 13s, the Inferno 26, Astrologist 46, and Swat's that at $51. There's actually a lot of storylines in this one, isn't it?
Are you going to have something on the Inferno?
No.
It's one of your horses.
No, I'm off it.
Off.
Yeah,
Gone.
100%.
Okay.
The Astrologist is one of mine as well.
My man's
That
right.
too.
The big storyline is James riding Home Affairs and not Nature Strip. But I know a lot of people talk about this, but James has a contract with Cornwall that he has to ride their horses. So I don't think
What would that contract be, Blakey?
Not sure. Not sure. He must get paid a sling.
Oh,
Because that's why he didn't ride home. That's why he didn't ride. What was the Golden Slipper winner last year?
Oh, step ahead. Step 1.
Steps.
Yeah,
Tommy rode it.
We'll stay inside.
Yeah, it was Friedman's horse.
Stay inside.
Stay inside. Yeah, that's why he didn't ride him.
Stay
In the Golden
ahead.
Slipper.
Stay ahead.
So I wouldn't read too much into it.
Well, what about when these horses are parading? They'll be looking at the astrologers going, what are you doing here?
You? I don't think you're meant to be in here.
Hey, what are you doing here?
little
At best,
bugger?
you're an emergency, and you've taken barrier 1.
He's not even the outsider of the field pack. Swat's
Yeah,
that's
what's
the
that?
outsider.
But what's that?
But Swat's
Giving them a run for a
Swat's that run third in this race last year, I think.
That'd be right.
But Swatsat's got some good form against the best horses. I guess mostly September run, but it's an out and out sprinter. Swatsat. I don't know about the astrologist. It hasn't sort of competed on Group 1 level sprinting before. When I look at Swatsat's Group 1 starts,
hey, I'm just happy to be here.
7 starts, no wins.
No
But the
disrespect
astrologist,
to any of the connections.
No, of course not. If any of those connections are listening.
Of
He's
the
had 21
astrologist,
starts for
don't touch that.
7 wins, so I'd be happy to own him.
would you though?
Definitely.
No disrespect to any of the owners, but what's it doing there?
we got one going around at the GC on Saturday, so we're excited about that. Imagine having one go around in the Black
Great
Caviar Lightning
segue.
Stakes.
I thought, should we do the race? Should we do this race first?
I thought we were doing the Group 1 Lightning Stakes, but what a segue into Gold Coast on the weekend. Like, while you've got the momentum up.
Can you stop touching cords? You're going to unplug something.
Oh, it was unplugged. I'm just making sure
Oh,
maybe
okay.
it is.
I bet you
okay.
he's
So
plugging me in. He's plugging me in.
He goes like this. He goes,
Or are you muting me?
Pat's on here. Pat's on here.
What did he say?
So we may have what is it? Just the perfect, the Trinity.
The perfect storm.
So we might have this. It's actually a very real chance. So we are going to the Michael Costa. I have a thing for him and Jag. We're going to the Michael Costa charity race day next Saturday. Great cause, etc., etc. We've done a sponsorship deal. You're going to see us on Sky and all that kind of stuff. But there will be, and this is the people's race, the Leg Up Podcast Cup handicap.
Cup handicap.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me do cup. So it's going to be the Leg Up Podcast race.
Did we get the maiden?
No. So they've said that it has something to do with Racing Australia. So because we're sponsoring a race that day, we want to sponsor the 1400 meter maiden because Diwali Light, the podcast people's horse, is going to be looking for that race. And our silks could be ready. So we're going to have our horse in our silks in our race.
How good do our silks look, by the way?
The silks look sick.
They're so good.
Yeah, black and
The
white.
black
silks
and
are the
white, they
best.
stand out good, don't they?
Black and
and
white
white silks are the
sleeves,
best.
white cap, white logo.
Yeah, black and white sleeves are the best.
So good.
Do we want to say thanks to shout out the steward who actually got our silks done, whatever his name is, Bradley or something
You
like
could have
that?
given me a heads up.
That's right, mate. Just do it on the
I'll have a
run.
look.
That's it.
It's good to see.
Oh, is he? Oh.
It's good to see some gear that's ready. So
hopefully next
Leg Up.
Saturday, we'll let you know next week anyway. But hopefully next Saturday we'll be talking. Next week's show we'll be talking about the upcoming race of our horse in our race in ourselves. I'm going to wear. I don't know if this is allowed.
Paul Zimmerman.
On your Paulie. Thanks
Well
for getting
done,
our
bud.
racing.
are we
colours,
all
brother.
going to go in black and white to the
I'm
race?
wearing the silks. I don't know. I haven't told you guys, but I've actually got a huge pair of silks, and I'm going to wear them.
I actually ordered the skin tight ones, so they'd look good on you.
They look good. I look good in black and white, skin tight. We get back
Yeah,
to this
lycra.
race. So yeah, look. So what are we at? Eduardo has beaten Nature Strip last 2 runs, fresh. Nature Strip was second up. Now it's first up, where it's got a much better record.
How good's Little Eddie, by the way? What a horse. See
Last
that
Crusaders-
tweet by Joe Pride this morning?
Yeah, that was good.
Things you may have missed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tell him now.
Yeah, Joe Pride tweeted.
It's good we give Blake a list on in what order we do stuff.
Yeah, he tweeted a photo of Eduardo picking grass on the Nature Strip and said,
Have a Nature Strip. for
Eduardo
breakfast.
having Nature Strip for breakfast.
Oh, that's a bit rich. That's a
Kenny.
bit rich, Joe.
Well, I'm tipping Eduardo. I'm just going to take the lead here before you
Okay.
you go into something else. Should we talk about TikTok again? Back fresh. Last 2, first up, come out, beats Nature Strip. Even tough hit outs too. different task this week with Nature Strip being fresh. I still think Eduardo is the horse to beat. Without a doubt, the world's best sprinter. Only 0.4 lengths off him in the Everest. But there's one thing Nature Strip is missing this time out. And you mentioned it before, it's James. And look, we love Jamie Carr on the show. Don't get me wrong, we rate her, but you can't.
She's 1 from 1 on the good horse.
She won the Lightning on it last start. She rode it.
But she's in different form, put it that way. She's definitely in a different form class right now. She's not in the hottest form since she came back. But in saying that, this race could be the catalyst for her. And I think she'd be looking at this going, okay, I need to get back to where I was. I need to start getting to a bit of an ascension here, and this is the way to do it. But if her Instagram stories are anything to go off, the last week I think she's broken her nose and had a horse bite.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, mate, I think you're
Sorry,
exactly
what did
right.
you say? You don't watch Instagram?
No.
Oh, okay.
I only spent my time on TikTok.
Oh, okay. Wait for it.
I'll take over from here, mate. Now, while you're talking about Nature Strip and Jamie Carr, this could be her ascension back into the spotlight. You're exactly right. This puts her name right up in the headlights if she wins this on Nature Strip, not only because James has to ride Home Affairs, but because this will put a 2 from 2 on Nature Strip. And, it might even bring to question, maybe she should be Nature Strip's jockey going forward if she does do a destruction job on it on the weekend.
Yeah.
Home Affairs is going nowhere. So these guys, they could meet this entire prep. So this could really set her up for, like you said, the turning point to be back.
This would be the race. She wouldn't be thinking, hopefully if I snag a win with Nature Strip in the next prep, then I'll be back to where I was.
Well, I don't know. Like
if she doesn't, like, what price is
put it this way? Put it this way: if she doesn't win on Nature Strip here, and Home Affairs and Nature Strip are both in the Everest, does Waller take Carr for the Everest, or does he put someone else on?
No way. James gets his choice right
in the Everest.
But he's got to ride Home Affairs. He has to ride Home Affairs.
If Home Affairs is there.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. But
I'm saying if they're both there, you might get a.
They don't stick. Yeah, I think there's more in it if Jamie Carr doesn't win. From the punter's point of view, there's more in it if Jamie Carr doesn't win on Nature Strip this weekend than if she does.
I hope she wins. I hope he wins.
Oh, look.
And I hope it just kicks off an entire preparation where it just puts together a bunch of picket fences, winner after winner. I'm all about Nature Strip.
Eduardo is the punter's friend.
Yeah, he's been our friend.
His return on investment's like 85%.
We're on him when he won the Doomben 10,000, and we were on him heavily when he won the Classic Legend.
We love Eduardo.
Yeah.
Are you on Eduardo too?
Yeah, I'm with Eduardo.
Oh, there you go. And I don't think
good reason, because Nature Strip's the one to beat, but Eddie's he's a 1,000-meter specialist. Flemington straight track should be no problem, and I just think he's always been an underrated horse.
He's tough.
What about jumping out side by side too? How good's that?
We actually
go, Eddie.
I didn't know who to back, and then Blake goes, "I'll make sure you back Eduardo." Who's that guy that's on the microphone? How big a danger is Masked Crusader?
Oh, he's unlimited talent.
Needs further, I'd say, against this field.
I think that
might be a bit too zippy for it.
No, because
very good first up record.
You might be right, actually, Pat. You might be right.
Very good first up record. It's done it.
Freakish though. What about watching it come home in the Everest? That was a sight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where's TB? Why isn't he down there for it?
He's got to stay in Sydney while James is there.
Try and bridge the gap.
What? After his dog. Can you stay in Sydney? I've got to go down to
look after James's dog. Yeah, that's right. No, he's got to. It's an opportunity for all the Sydney riders. It's like Hughes on Animo on Saturday. James is the best.
You're the best.
Simply the best.
Hey, is that the clerk of the course? Oh no, that's the astrologist. What's he bloody doing here?
What will you do if the astrologist wins?
If the astrologist wins, I'll do next week's show completely naked.
It's weird that John Allen's wearing the full red, like the core stuff.
Oh, hang on. They forgot the colours. Is he going to wear the club colours or will he wear the cloak and the
Core
courses?
stuff. I actually think Masked Crusader is a massive hope. First up, good record first up. Where
Are
is
you doing
it?
this? Are you
This
doing
is-
a bit of phone form now, or have you?
Form on the run by Sam.
I just can't remember. I just need to get reminded. I don't have my laptop at the moment.
Well, we
so-
do remember that win at Mooney Valley first up last prep. I think that was 1,100, but it was outstanding.
5.
Yeah,
And
cut the
1,000
cord.
meters at
5
Flemington's
first
probably
up.
going to suit him, like because 1,000 meters at Flemington, so they can get into their work a long way from home.
I'm gonna have $100 trifecta. That's not my strategy. My strategy is good. Wait till you guys hear it.
Are you going to put it on TikTok or on the show tonight?
Both, I think. I
Put
don't
it
know.
on TikTok. 15-second videos on TikTok. That's what gets you. The
15
views.
seconds.
Yeah, they've got to be fast, short, sharp. People want to TikTok. Yeah.
If people were actually cutting up our podcast, most would be him not listening to you, me looking at my phone, and
And
you sitting on the ground.
I don't know. I just have giant furniture
Oh, that's all right. That's all right as well, mate.
and tiny
Dude,
chairs.
So what was the answer to that question about the?
Well, our ceiling
Big
heights here,
furniture.
our ceiling heights here are 8 meters.
Oh,
So we just got really huge furniture put in.
That's no good.
Yeah,
What do you need
It's-
8-meter ceilings for?
gets echoey.
I was about to say it was something. Do you want to go into $100 strategies now?
yeah. Let's
Do you
go.
want to kick us off with Justin?
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw to Justin now. He's live.
Yeah,
Hold on,
give me a
mate.
chance. I've got to get him
Have we
on
got
the
Justin
phone.
on the line?
No, we don't have.
Oh, hang on.
Okay, it's the
We'll
cash
have a
cow.
sec.
If he doesn't pick up in 3 rings, he doesn't get the 10 grand.
Bring.
No.
You go, Pat. Just call. I'm calling
bring,
now.
Bring.
Sorry,
Oh,
Justin, mate. You
Justin,
haven't
Justin.
got.
No, he's on.
Sorry,
He's
Justin.
on.
Who's next? Who's next?
We're calling Justin again.
We'll go.
Oh, we're giving him another chance.
We're
One
giving
more
Justin another
time,
go.
and then
Let's
that's
go.
it.
I'm calling him now.
Bring.
Hey, gents, thanks for having me on. So for my $100 strategy this week, I'll be going Flemington Race 2, $50 box exacta with Tuvalu and Gentleman Roy. Can't see anything splitting these two. I'd be keen to have Tuvalu outright, but he's fresh off a setback. Next up, I'll be going $30 a win on Pioneer River in Flemington Race 9. This bloke is just a dead set straight tracker. He maps to follow the favourite and get over the top of him late. For my last bet, I'll be going 10 each way in Randwick, race 3, Olympic Gaze. I can see it'll be better over further, but he's been given 2 nice trials and is placed in the weakest race he's been in for some time. I'm just happy to have something on him with the odds he's given out at the moment. Cheers, lads. Happy punting.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks,
Thanks,
Justin.
Justin. Good to have you, mate. And whereabouts are you from?
No,
Oh, we
he
lost
left.
him. We lost
He's
him.
gone.
So have you written down his bets so you can read them out?
Yeah, I've got it. So he's going Flemington Race 2. He's having a $50 exacta, Tuvalu and Gentleman Roy. And then he's having
That's a good bet. I like that.
$30 win on Pioneer River. I think that's Flemington Race 9. And then he is having going to Rose Hill, $10 each way on Olympic Gaze. I think that's race 3. Was that right?
Hey, Blakey, have you ever seen Woodhead watch a straight race?
No.
I'm interested about this one.
Turns his head sideways. He moves around to the other side of the
How do you
screen.
know who's
He's-
winning?
He doesn't know where to look or what
Okay.
angle. He thinks if you move around, you see him from a different angle.
I've got one of those curved TVs.
That makes it tough to watch straight.
It's
Turns his head.
hard.
Turns his head
No, I
sideways.
don't get it.
That Olympic Gaze is 70-1.
Wow,
He's gone for it
Come on,
there.
Justin.
that's worth a couple of dollars. If anyone ever tips you a horse, it's over 20-1. You got to have a couple of dollars on it, no matter who it is.
Except for
Blake's,
you.
Blake's got always sure in his black book in that race.
I do.
Oh, I hope I haven't given any secrets out.
Pat found a 20-1 winner last time I was on the show
How long ago was that?
2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
What was that horse's name? Extravagant
Extravagant
Star.
Star.
Star. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
we,
went
we
good.
did all this last week.
I did my best work then. I
That was
know
a good
that.
winner.
We're the
That was a good
replay and
winner.
everything.
It started like 750, Pat.
Yeah,
That's a very
was
good
that?
time.
that was all the people
know-
listening to the show.
Yeah, well done, Pat. I didn't get to congratulate you, so I just wanted to do it just then.
Thanks,
Oh.
mate. I thought at the end of the show you had no idea who I tipped because you weren't listening.
I was listening. Don't worry
What
about
did
that.
Justin tip? All these. What did Pat tip? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going.
Hey guys, while we got
strategy.
Melbourne open, can I rip into my $100 strategy?
Of course you can.
Well, I'm in Melbourne as well, so
I'm going to listen. I'm in a listening.
Blake, you got to plug this in.
I'm actually going to put my bets on right now.
No, but
Where'd you just walk off to?
he goes, I'm going to listen. Actually, I'm just going to put my bets on right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to back the horse that he's going to tip.
Oh, okay. I
Thought you were like Cessnock race.
Oh, really? Is yours it Goulburn, Pat?
Am I going to tip on Twitter?
Oh no, we don't do Twitter now. That's old news.
I'm
All
ready.
right,
I'm ready.
give it.
Hit me.
Give it.
So first, I'm going to have a $30 multi. First leg's going to be Nature Strip. So race 7, number 1. And I'm going to take that into. Oh, hang on.
Turn your phone up, would you? Who is it?
That's my bookie.
Is it Justin?
That's
Justin calling us back.
Justin.
Where's he from?
Oh, he dropped out.
Oh.
So yeah, I'll be taking Nature Strip all up. This next race, a really nice race. The Elms Handicap going down to number 8, Mr. Brightside. This
What race
horse,
is that?
What race
sorry?
number?
race number 8
8.
at Flemington. So race 8 at Flemington. First up from a 16-week spell, Mr. Brightside. Really nice horse with Group 1 potential. He ran 4th behind Superstorm, Ice Bath, Cascadian last start in the Kenny Kentala. I reckon he's got the All-Star Mile written all over him here. Had 2 jump outs leading into this. Only has to be ready first up over 1,400 metre to give this a massive shake. So I'm going to go Nature Strip into Mr. Brightside for $30.
What price is that? $30?
I got
$30?
$12.42.
$12.42. There's a couple of good, like
Very good
that horse
horses.
down the bottom corner pocket. It's never been outside of the trifecta. 9 starts for 7 wins.
Did
That's
King
true,
Magnus
but
just
mostly-
make it into All-Star
Mostly
Mile?
in benchmark races, that horse. So I think Mr. Brightside, it's a potential Group 1 horse. So
Yeah, it won like 6 or 7 in a row last preparation, didn't it?
yeah, plenty of upside, plenty of potential there. So
This is a very, very nice race.
jumping from
Very,
barrier
very
10, I
nice.
reckon there'll be plenty of speed in the race. Should get across, posse up.
Good
I reckon
race.
it's a very nice race for it. Yeah, that's all I've got for you in Melbourne. I'm heading over to Sydney now.
Give it
Okay.
to us.
Heading up to Sydney. Hang on, let me just refresh the screen. Okay, first bet in Sydney. We're going
Race
to the
6,
2-year-old
okay.
race.
Yep, that's race 5 or something, isn't it?
Race 6. How do you know, Woodhead?
Just new, mate.
I'm going to take a Quinella. So there's been two.
What a Quinella.
There's been 2
Was it
horses
exactly?
here that were very high up in the slipper market. That first up, this prep of both sort of what you would say is failed, but I can see them both bouncing back here. So I thought,
Oh,
should
hang
we
on.
back
Can I
in?
guess?
Yeah,
Can I guess? I'm going to guess.
I know one of them.
Oh, I'm going to guess Ojai and Emha.
they're the 2, mate.
I was going to get Ebha.
I can see them both really bouncing back after, what you would call disappointing first up runs. But I think there was plenty of merit in them, and they'll be better for the experience. So I think we'll Quinella them up for $10, and that can be my real outsider bet. There, when I was doing the form earlier, they were $10, $13, and $11 each. So should be a bit of cream there. So you probably get best exotic betting with sports bet.
Probably- It's still $11.
What's $11?
Ebha.
Ever. Moving to race 7, those who listen to the
He's
podcast.
still going.
Yeah.
These prices don't change, you know that. Hey?
Yeah, I know that. But when did they come out?
I've done a heap of
Wednesday.
bets.
Wednesday. But it's only yesterday. Calm down.
Those prices have changed.
Oh, you do prices at
No, it's okay. You just get on and
$9.
Wow. I've done a heap of bets.
That's okay. We got $7.50 on Ojai and we got $9 on Airpar. Let's keep going.
$9.
Wow. This next one has dropped dramatically.
Yep.
Okay, where are
What
we?
do we
Those that have listened to the show would know that I'm a big fan of Nick Jack Cave. It's only had the one.
Yeah.
It's only had the one start in Sydney where it failed. I think this horse, it's got form beating Twilight Payment over 2,800 metres. Coming here first up over 1,900 metres. Probably won't be its best distance. I think it'll probably have a big prep if it races up to its potential. So it has been heavily backed it was 26s. I thought when I was doing the form, it was 21s, and now it's into $12. So I'm going to have $10 on it. And then one more bet.
Have we got time?
One more bet.
No.
I'll roll through them quick so we don't bog you down for too long. Race 4, number 3, Expat. I think it can lead.
This is a good race as well. Isn't Crone in this race?
Is this
Yes.
stable mail?
This is stable mail. I've heard.
Mate, you know what? Your
Was that MN calling you just before?
That was not MN. That was the person that rides at work. He said it's flying.
You know what? This is junk mail.
You don't need
this
to be
is junk mail. No one listen to this.
You don't need to be an expert to know that this horse is flying. I'm going to have the Expat all up Animo. Animo obviously wasn't ready to fire first up, which we knew, over 1,200 metres. Gets out to the 1,400 metres here, second up. It still ran beautifully the other day. It was never going to run down the leader overpass with the way the track was playing there, but it still rattled off some crazy sectionals. So to say that it failed first up, I'd probably just say that it was maybe a bit unlucky, and it was ready to win that race, but just didn't have the conditions to suit. And yeah, it looks like it's in for a massive prep, getting $1.80 about it. So I'll be taking Expat all up Animo, paying $7.77, $50 on that.
We'll have to, obviously no one would have followed those, so we'll put them on our stories and TikTok. We listen. We all listen. We all listen, but it's just hard because there's a lot of bets. That's all I'm saying.
There's a lot happening, yeah.
There's a lot of bets, but mate, it's tough. It's tough to outlay that $100.
Mate, you know what I think? I think for the first time.
Do you know where we're standing?
Yeah, you're sitting at 385, and I know you're sitting at 687, and Pat's at 385.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you just remember that?
Mate, being the host of the show, you don't let that stuff slide. So we'll put that up on our story. Will you put that on TikTok?
I'll put it up there. Yeah.
Thank you. Can I take you guys? Can we go back to Melbourne?
Yeah, let's go.
I think we can.
Race 3.
Race 3.
Number 7.
7. Groovy Kind of Love.
Yeah. There's also had a little bit to do with the members only. It looked to be really winding up last prep. They tipped it out, ran on very strongly in a listed race here at Flemington. The track didn't kind of play to its favour. The shape didn't play to its favour, but she's come back 2 weeks back into what was a very competitive race at Caulfield, where she missed the kick quite badly, but only lost by about 2.5 lengths. I think this is someone we should follow this prep, and I will be. Very, very impressive last 3 or 4 outings.
What was the name of the horse?
Groovy Kind of Love. What?
This is the song that it didn't work out how I expected it.
So,
what's going on with your phone?
I don't know.
Dropped out on Justin Ruhle.
Is this Phil Collins?
Yeah. I think we have some copyright.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't pay it like 5 seconds at a time. Okay, so anyway, we're going at this distance. She's had 6 outings for 3 wins.
Wouldn't you agree?
I'm gonna have $50 on the win. What price are we looking at?
$7.50.
$7.50. Okay, well mine says $10. So
we'll give you the $10 because you do have a bit of ground to make up.
Now, are you guys taking that treble I got?
I've never heard of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Baby, you and
I'm up
me
1,000 then.
got a groovy kind of love.
He's
Take
had
it away,
a couple
Pat.
of beers. He's had a couple of beers today.
How many Coke Zeros is this bloke at?
So you give me $7.50, give me 10s. That was just
we'll give you 10.
Give me
We'll give you
10
10
somewhere.
Yeah.
Pat. Find me 10s, please.
I'll be your bookie.
Can you?
Oh, here they are.
Blake bet.
Oh, I'm going to find 10s anyway.
Lakey bet.
Look,
All right, what
I'll
about your
tell you
other
the best-
50,
Wait.
Woodhead?
I'll tell you the best prices we've got.
Would
Okay.
you
Give me
agree?
$8.10. That's the best I can get right now, okay?
10. Yeah, okay. Is that with BoomBet?
That's with BoomBet.
With
Make
BoomBet,
sure
yeah,
if you
good.
guys want a BoomBet account, head to the link below in the description. Okay, so 50 on her at $8.10. I'm going to write that down so I don't forget that's the price we get. And then I'm having the other 50 on a multi with her to place into Eduardo to win at $10.30.
That's a good bet.
Yeah, $2.45, $4.20, and that's my $100 strategy.
I like it.
I had time to think about it this week. Because it's
Imagine if you-
Thursday. You know what? Because
Good
it's
start.
Thursday. I have so much more time. Wednesday night,
That's why I said do it on Thursday.
yeah, well, we are.
Look at our strategies. Look how good we're going.
Phone
we-
for
We're all going good in
Yeah.
the strategies.
Very good. Very good.
We're going good.
everyone.
I'm up 1,000.
You want me to do mine?
I don't know if we have time after Pat took
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're probably going to have to look at that one on TikTok, Blakey.
That's it. I'll punch it out fast.
All right.
Punch
good.
it out fast.
How many bets is there? See what I did? I did just a big bet
4.
and then a multi.
4 bets.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, 4.
Jesus.
Well,
You know what? This is not accepted in the punters club yet. We're doing it here on strategy.
Look at my results.
How'd you go last
I'm
week?
trying to
Bit
win.
of
I lost
scratching and a loss.
$25.
You are the king. You are the
No,
king.
no.
I lost 25. I didn't outlay the other 75.
It's no refunds or
You get a
scratches.
scratching.
No.
If you get a scratching,
This
you
is
get the
mate,
money
we're not
back.
a bookie. It's a strategy. We outlay 100. You literally just threw 75 down the drain.
Yeah, this is like what's it called?
It went on to the
The-
next best, the second favorite, which
What's the
lost.
thing we went to? The
Quaddy.
no, in Gold Coast before the Magic Millions. We went
Calcutta.
to. This is like the Calcutta. Once you put that money on, it's gone.
No, you get it back.
That's rigged,
Yeah,
that
back.
Calcutta at the Gold Coast Magic.
Yeah, we're not going there anymore.
We will, but if they anyway. Go. Oh, let's go.
Okay. So I'm going to the same race as Pat went to for his Quinella. So Rosehill race 6, and I've actually found one of his 2 actually. Number 11, Ohio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know why that $13 has gone, Pat? Because I put the tip out. I thought she was
Ooh.
pretty. I thought she was pretty good
Oh,
first
actually,
up.
we have put the tip out.
Yeah,
That's
we're on
right, we
Ohio. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
On
I'm going to have
TikTok.
No.
members only. Members only, mate. I'm going to have $20 on her. There's $9 available, so I have $20 at $9. I thought she was pretty good first up. She got too far back from a wide draw. She hit the line nicely. She had the 5th best last 200 meters of the day, and she got into the worst part of the track. I think she can settle much closer from the draw here, and there wasn't much between her and Queen of the Ball last preparation, so that's why I think she's firming in the market. So $20 on Ohio. Sam,
Mhm. Okay.
you want me to move on to the next
Sam,
one?
over to you. Over to you, Sam.
Am I putting these bets?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then race 7, this is the best of the day. I'm going to have $40 on number 8, Mighty Beal. He was really good in a slowly run race first up. He got too far back. He had the 4th best last 600 meters of the day, steps up to 1900 meters, draws perfectly. Tommy's in the saddle. He can settle much closer. I think he's going to be really hard to beat. And I think there's about $4.60 about him at the moment. So $4.60 is a good price for him. And then in the Hobartville Stakes, I'm going to have a small place bet in this race. I know Enemo is going to be really hard to beat, but I think Kissum can make his way into the place. He was good first up. He was snagged back from wide draw in that Eskimo Prince Stakes. He hit the line in the equal best last 600 meters of the race. Steps up to 1400 meters, draws much better. I think he can sneak his way into a place. That's about $8.50 the place. And then in the last race, I think this is the value bet of the day. I'm going to be having something. Race 10, Rose Hill, number 12, War Eternal. Members only took $19. He's into $11. That's the best price available. I'm going to be having $25 on him. Very good in that Eskimo Prince Stakes. Not suited under set weights and penalties conditions. He comes back to a benchmark 78. He closed off the race relatively similar to a horse like Ranch Hand, and they put up $2.70 about Ranch Hand in a benchmark 100. So this horse has got to be well placed in a benchmark 78. Draws well. Jason Collett in the saddle. He's hard to hold out. $11 is a good price. He starts much shorter than that. So that's 20 on Rose Hill, race 6, number 11, Ohio. Then we're going to be having 40 on race 7, number 8, Mighty Bill at $4.60. Then we're going to be having 15 on Kiss Some, the place at $8.50. And then we're having the last 25 on race 10, number 12, War Eternal.
So you can obviously speed that up.
Yeah, we'll speed all that bit up in editing. What's the relevance of the horse Kiss Some? You tipped.
It won the country
Four
championship.
Pillars.
4 pillars. That's
Four
it.
pillars. The only futures bet I've ever won in my entire life. But I was due. I've only placed
$26.
250 of them.
You've only placed one of my tips in the futures markets.
Yeah,
249 of yours.
Yes, they are all mine.
What do you think of Surprise Babies run on the weekend, Blackie?
I don't think he did too much, but I didn't really watch it. I didn't watch Melbourne racing much. Sydney.
Oh.
Caulfield. The fence was off. We'll forgive.
What are we going to plug? Okay, like I said, if you want to do a BoomBet account, they're actually very good bookie. Very happy with that platform.
Very good, yeah,
very happy.
Well,
with
if
that
you're at
platform.
Gold Coast Races next week, come and say hello.
We got next week's show as well. But yeah, if you're at the Gold Coast Racing next week, come say hello.
People have got a plan, though.
Fly up.
Yeah, do it.
Drive down.
The leg up maiden handicap over 1,400 metres.
We're in the glasshouse atrium bit. So you just wave to us from the outside or general admission, wherever you are.
Yeah.
Actually, or come. If you want to come, let me know. Now, our man DJC, I've had him on the show, good friend of the leg up. He's the heart and soul of Tips and Slips.
He's the heart and soul of Tips.
He has been putting together punters clubs. So he's only done, we did one, just a small one.
2.
Yeah, he did a small one, but then last week he did one that had about 161 blokes in it. So it was a $50 buy-in.
We give him $250, so it's 50.
Oh, 250. The admin fee's been. We've had about 4 people that have been upset about the admin fee, and every other person wants to pay him more.
It just gives DJC a bit of punt money on Saturday.
Yeah, and he does spreadsheets. He puts so last week.
So it's
he
what
had
$375 to punt with. That's fair.
So
for that $50, we had 150, so you got $250 each person.
Trust me, that money is fair. Let's not discuss this like it's an actual point of contention. If for the 3 or 4 people that don't want to pay the $250, don't join.
Don't pay.
He puts together all the bets. I think last week we had
1,000 bets.
No, we had just shy of 200. So for your $50, you got to follow 200 bets. And don't get me wrong, we had kind of 5 bets on Thunderstruck, but suddenly you've got, the best part of $250 riding on that horse. Now,
you have to bet Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
So how we do it is, I love this concept for anyone that's keen to get involved, $50. So you put your bets on, everyone has a bet on Saturday. Whoever wins, the winnings is, let's say 20 blokes win. The winnings is divided between those 20 blokes for Sunday bets. So you've got a full Sunday of betting, and then whoever wins and the winnings are divided by the winners for Monday, and Monday they have to go we try to triple our money. It wasn't actually triple last week, but try to double or triple our money because we want to have a go at it. So we had a multi on Monday riding for 28,000.
It's a bit of fun.
So I love it. I'm glad he's doing it. So
if you lose, you do $50, but you've had
3 days of punting. Yeah, I think it's great. So if you want to get involved, get into the Tips and Slips group. Yeah, one of them will hit in the next 3 or 4 weeks, I reckon. One of them hit in the next 3 or 4 weeks. So if you want to get involved with that, make sure you like Blake's Dances on TikTok. Follow us on
at
Twitter.
the Leg Up Oz.
At the Leg Up Oz. Is OZ?
No.
AUS.
You don't even know.
I don't.
AUS. Punters.
Sorry. Merch coming.
Woodhead.
Instagram. When the TikTok fires up, the Instagram fires up as well.
Let us know if you want some merch. We've got some merch dropping in about 10 business days.
Wait till we get it in case we get screwed like last time.
These guys are good.
Yeah.
The Livin' on the Gold Coast? We got the same merch place that does
they're the same guys. Livin', the charity, it ain't weak to speak. I think that's them.
Yeah. Don't you know the owner of that, Woodhead?
No, but I think they're in I think they're Township Drive as well, where my warehouse is.
Yeah, okay.
So neighbours.
Yeah, neighbours.
But yeah, no,
We might
that's
do a
it.
collaboration with them at some stage. We'd like to get involved with some mental health charities. Be nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be great.
well, I was reading today that Pumper Cassidy's got one. So we'll explore that and see if we can get him on to talk about it. But yeah, that's it, gents. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, punters.
Cheers, lads.
Goodbye.